Happy Tuesday morning, my dear subscribers. Yes, this is the 33rd week we are reading. It's still on. So I'm quite surprised. It's a very difficult book. So congratulations if you're still here. I think I just noted it down. I think we're still 26 people reading. So wonderful, wonderful. Remember that they were talking about this guy, Champmathieu, whom they think, or at least Javert, this policeman, Javert, he's explaining to Mr. Madeleine, well, this Champmathieu is probably Jean Valjean. Because, what's he called? Javert thought that Mr. Madeleine was Jean Valjean. We know what we think. But so they're talking about the pretended Champmathieu, a man who pretends to be Champmathieu. Ils n'hésitent pas. They do not hesitate. Now I remember, because in fact, to be sure that this guy was not Champmathieu, but was originally Jean Valjean, they took, I think, two galley slaves who had known him, and they showed this man, and they had to say, is this man Jean Valjean or not? I think that's what it is. Pour eux, comme pour Brevet, c'est Jean Valjean. So for those, those who were in prison with Monsieur Madeleine, Jean Valjean, and for Mr. Brevet, of whom we talked last week, it is Jean Valjean. So they recognize this man as Jean Valjean. Même âge, same age. Il a 54 ans. He is 54 years old. And you see that it's not he is, but he has in French. You remember, for the age we say has. Même taille, same height. Même air, same look. Même homme, enfin. Same man, finally. C'est lui. It's him. Okay, so they all recognize him. C'est en ce moment-là même que j'envoyais ma dénonciation à la préfecture de Paris. So it is at that moment, that is in the la, the little part la at the end, at that moment itself, so at that precise moment, that I sent my dénonciation, that's, you know, like the reporting, and the fact that he reported on Mr. Madeleine, the accusation, we could say, or maybe the exposing of Mr. Madeleine to the préfecture, we could say the headquarters of the police of Paris. On me répond que je perds l'esprit. So they, you remember the on can be translated by so many things, but so they answered me that I am losing my mind. Et que Jean Valjean est à Arras au pouvoir de la police. And that Jean Valjean is in Arras, it's a city. Au pouvoir de la justice means in the power of justice, like, I mean, he's taken by the police. He's in the power of justice. They hold him. Vous concevez si cela m'étonne. So you can conceive, you can imagine if that astonished me, that surprised me. Moi qui croyais tenir ici ce même Jean Valjean. So me who believed holding here this same Jean Valjean. So he's talking, I hope you understand, he's talking to the mayor. The mayor is Mr. Madeleine, but Javert thought that this Mr. Madeleine, to whom he's speaking now, was Jean Valjean, the old galley slave. So he says, of course I was surprised because I thought that Jean Valjean was here in my city. J'écris à monsieur le juge d'instruction. So I write to Mr. He always says Mr. That's how they talk to people of a certain authority. So I write to Mr. the instruction judge. Il me fait venir et on m'amène le Champmathieu. So he makes him come. No, he makes me come. So he says, come with me and have a look at this Champmathieu. So he made me come to Paris. on m'amène, and they bring to me Champmathieu, this guy. Eh bien, interrompit Monsieur Madeleine. And so then, well, interrupted Mr. Madeleine, because I think he's also surprised to know what did he think. Who does he finally think who is Jean Valjean? Javert répondit avec son visage incorruptible et triste. So Javert answered with his face incorruptible. We could say incorruptible, but it's like unfading, very serious, unfading and sad, triste. Monsieur le maire, la vérité est la vérité. Mr. Mayor, the truth is the truth. J'en suis fâché, mais c'est cet homme-là qui est Jean Valjean. So I am fâché, angry about it, and the about it is en. And why is it en? Because it's coming from fâché de. Huh? Remember, it comes from the preposition de, from. So, or about, could be about. De is quite large in French, so could mean a lot of things. But so, I am angry about it, but it is that man who is Jean Valjean. Moi aussi, je l'ai reconnu. Me too, I have recognized him. Monsieur Madeleine reprit d'une voix très basse. So Mr. Madeleine resumed. That is the translation I've been trying to find for reprendre, to resume. Yes, so Mr. Madeleine resumed in a very low or very soft voice. Vous êtes sûr? Are you sure? Javert se mit à rire, de ce rire douloureux qui échappe à une conviction profonde. So, Javert, and we had already quite a few times, se mettre à. Hein? So, it's to start. So, se mettre à, he started to laugh. With this laugh, with this painful laugh, which escapes of a profound conviction. Because he's really convinced, Javert, this man was Jean Valjean. Oh, sûr. Oh, I'm sure. Sure, this is Jean Valjean. Il demeura un moment pensif, prenant machinalement des pincées de poudre de bois dans la sébille à sécher l'encre qui était sur la table, et il ajouta. So, he stayed a moment thinking, taking automatically des pincées, pinches of powder, of wood powder, and you will see, yes, let's first translate. So, taking pinches of wood powder in the sébille, it's like a small container. I don't know the exact translation in English, I'm sorry. It's like a very small container. So it's the powder in the container, the small container, to dry the ink. So now you understand. So on the table, there is like a small container, and in there is wood powder, and they use it to like put on the ink so that it dries. Otherwise, it's blurred. The page is blurred. So this sébille, this small container, which was on the table, and he added, et même maintenant que je vois le vrai Valjean, je ne comprends pas comment j'ai pu croire autre chose. So, and even now that I see the real Jean Valjean, I do not understand how I have been able to believe something else. Autre chose, it's like an other thing, but in English you would say something else. Je vous demande pardon, monsieur le maire. So I ask you pardon or forgiveness, we could say, Mr. Mayor. En adressant cette parole suppliante et grave à celui qui, à 6 semaines auparavant, l'avait humilié en plein corps de garde et lui avait dit « Sortez », Javert, cet homme hautain, était à son insu plein de simplicité et de dignité. It's a long sentence. So, while he was addressing this word, it's not those words, maybe, yes, I think in French it's rather cette parole, it's rather singular, but in English it would be plural. So this begging and serious words, the words cette parole, to the one who 6 weeks before that had humiliated him in full or totally in the middle of the corps de garde is the guard room, and had said to him, out, Javert, this arrogant man, was, à son issue, maybe unknowingly, full of simplicity and dignity. So I hope you understand that talking to this man, saying, no, let me start again. So saying those begging words to Mr. Madeleine, who had said out a few weeks before that, Javert, this arrogant man, was still full of simplicity and dignity. It's a long sentence. If you do not understand, please ask me. Monsieur Madeleine ne répondit à sa prière que par cette question brusque. And we have again this ne que, which is translated in French by only. So, Mr. Madeleine answered to this prayer only, ne que, only by this direct question. Brusque, it's a bit like a sudden or a direct question. Et que dit cet homme? And what says this man? So this man, whom they accuse of being Jean Valjean. So this Champmathieu. Ah, dame, monsieur le maire, l'affaire est mauvaise. Ah, dame, it means like a lady, but this is just like, oh my God, Mr. Mayor, the business is bad, and this is a bad business. Si c'est Jean Valjean, il y a récidive. So if this is Jean Valjean, there is a récidive, it's like there is a relapse. Just let me get me some coffee, sorry. Good, sorry. So récidive is like relapse or, well, repetition of crime. Enjamber un mur. So step over a wall or climb over a wall. And in enjamber, you see the word jambe. It means a leg. So like stepping with your legs over a wall. Casser une branche, to break a branch. Chipper des pommes, steal apples. Chipper, it's a bit of like a familiar kind of way of saying it. Like take or stealing apples. Pour un enfant, c'est une polissonnerie. For a child, it's like it's a mischief. It's something mischievous. But pour un homme, c'est un délit. For a man, it's an offense. Pour un forçat, c'est un crime. For a galley slave, it's a crime. So it's very serious if a galley slave, he steals again. Escalade, so escalade, it's again this climbing on a wall. And let's see if we can get to the next page, which is page, I think it's 84. Yes, it's 84. So, climbing a wall, et vol and theft, tout y est. Everything is in there. So this is the total crime. Well. Ce n'est plus la police correctionnelle, c'est la cour d'assises. So it is not anymore, that's the plus, not anymore, the police court, correctionnelle. La police correctionnelle, is the police court. It is the criminal court, which in French is called la cour d'assises, the criminal court. Ce n'est plus quelques jours de prison, ce sont les galères à perpétuité. So it is not anymore a few days of prison because of the stealing of an apple. It is les galères, the galleys, perpetually, so that means like for life. And remember, the galleys were those big boats where the slaves had to row and to, like, yes, to make the boat move. So it's a hard job. But so les galères, galère, it's a very big boat. It's the galleys for life. Et puis, il y a l'affaire du petit Savoyard que j'espère bien qu'il reviendra. And then there is the business of the little Savoyard. You remember that was last week we talked about Savoyard. It's a little boy of this region, Savoie. It's a region in France. But they were known to be young boys who were chimney sweepers. So there was that business that I hope very well, which will come back. So I hope really that will come back, that business. Diable, by the devil, il y a de quoi se débattre, n'est-ce pas? So there is de quoi, like a lot to se débattre, to get into a fight, isn't it? So he says, well, this man is accused of a lot of things. Did already crimes before. Now, again, there is the business of this chimney sweeper, which he attacked, and so on and so on. So there's quite a lot to fight for. Oui, pour un autre que Jean Valjean. Yes, for somebody else, un autre than Jean Valjean. Mais Jean Valjean est un sournois. But, and this is all Javert saying, but Jean Valjean is a sournois, a sneaky guy. Sournois is sneaky. C'est encore là que je le reconnais. It's again there that I recognize him. I recognize him because I always thought he was a sneaky guy. Un autre sentirait que cela chauffe. So another person would feel, this is the conditional tense, sentirait. So you take the whole verb plus the endings AIS, AIT, etc. So another person would feel that it gets hot. It's getting hot under his feet. Il se démènerait. He would fight back. Se démener means to fight back. Il crierait. He would scream. La bouilloire chante devant le feu. This is kind of an image. So the kettle, la bouilloire. It seems that somebody told me I've been pronouncing this word always wrong. I think here in Belgium we say bouilloire. And then I think in France people say bouilloire. Whatever, please tell me if you know somebody who speaks French. Ask this person how should we pronounce the word kettle. We here in Belgium we say bouilloire, we say the L. So the kettle sings in front of the fire. Means when the kettle gets hot, when there is heat under it, whoo, starts to sing. That's what they say. Il ne voudrait pas être Jean Valjean, etc. So he would not like or would not want to be Jean Valjean, and so on. So he's saying a normal person would say, but I am not Jean Valjean. I did not do all that. Lui, il n'a pas l'air de comprendre. So this guy, il n'a pas l'air. He doesn't look like, he doesn't seem to understand. Il dit, je suis Champmathieu. He says, I am Champmathieu. Je ne sors pas de là. I'm not, well, it really says, I'm not going out of that, but meaning, I'm sticking to that. Il a l'air étonné. He looks surprised. Il fait la brute. He reacts, or he does as if he's a bully. He reacts as a bully. C'est bien mieux. It's even better. Why do they say it's even better? I don't really understand. But let's go on and see what it says. Probably we will understand. Oh, le drôle est habile. Oh, the funny guy. He is Habile means he's clever, he's skilled. So I understand. So Javert thinks he's doing that on purpose. That he knows he's Jean Valjean, but he's acting like that on purpose. Mais c'est égal, les preuves sont là. But that's égal, it's equal, it's all the same. The proofs are there. Hein? All the proof is there. Il est reconnu par 4 personnes. Le vieux coquin sera condamné. So he has been recognized. Yes, this is a passive construction. If you want to know more about that, please ask me. But so he has been recognized by 4 people. The old coquin, the old rascal will be sentenced, will be condemned, will be sentenced. So this is Javert saying that he can do as if he's not Jean Valjean. 4 people recognized him and all the proof is there. C'est porté aux assises à Arras. So it's brought to the criminal court in Arras, the city. Je vais y aller pour témoigner. I'm going to go there to witness. So I will go there. Je suis cité. I am mentioned. So Javert, is mentioned in this case. Monsieur Madeleine s'était remis à son bureau. So Mr. Madeleine s'était remis, had put himself back. Yes, and all the verbs with se in French are conjugated with être. In the past, in the passé composé, remember that? So he had put himself back at his desk, avait ressaisi son dossier, had taken again his file, et le feuilletait tranquillement, and like flipped through it, and feuilleter, it's like turning the pages, hein? He flipped through it calmly, lisant et écrivant tour à tour comme un homme affairé, sorry. Reading and writing in turn, meaning like reading, then writing, reading, writing in turn, like a man very busy, like a busy man. Il se tourna vers Javert. So he turned himself towards Javert. Assez, Javert. Enough, Javert. Au fait, tous ces détails m'intéressent fort peu. In fact, all those details interest me very little. N'allez-vous pas être absent? Are you not going to be absent? Meaning for the court case? Ne m'avez-vous pas dit que vous alliez à Arras pour cette affaire dans 8 ou 10 jours? So, haven't you said to me that you were going to Arras for this business in 8 or 10 days? Plutôt que cela, monsieur le maire. So, plutôt earlier than that, Mr. Mayor. Quel jour donc? So, which day? Mais je croyais avoir dit à monsieur le maire que cela se jugeait demain et que je partais par la diligence cette nuit. But I believed, having said to Mr. Mayor, that it is judged tomorrow and that I left or I was leaving by the couch this night, during this same night. Monsieur Madeleine fit un mouvement imperceptible. Mr. Madeleine made a imperceptible means almost invisible movement, unnoticeable movement. Et combien de temps durera l'affaire? And how much time will take the business? Un jour tout au plus. One day, totally at the most, hein, so maximum 1 day. L'arrêt sera prononcé au plus tard demain dans la nuit. The arrest, or yes, maybe the verdict, will be pronounced at the latest tomorrow during the night. Mais je n'attendrai pas l'arrêt qui ne peut manquer. But I will not wait for the arrest or the verdict, which cannot manquer, cannot be absent. Manquer means to be lacking, to be absent. So meaning that Javert, he says, I'm sure he will be arrested. Huh? It cannot be absent. He will be arrested. Sitôt ma déposition faite, je reviendrai ici. As soon as my, could we say my deposition, or yes, my deposition is made, I will come back here. C'est bon, dit Monsieur Madeleine. It's good, it's very well, said Mr. Madeleine. Et il congédia Javert d'un signe de main. And he dismissed Javert with a sign of the hand. And so he says, okay, meaning you can go. Ah, Javert ne s'en alla pas. Javert did not go away. And this s'en is away. He did not go away. Aha. So what's coming? We do not know, but I hope we will know next week. And I hope we will still all be reading so that we can read on in this marvelous book, greatest work of French literature, or maybe literature of the world. Who knows? I'm finishing my coffee and then going to work. Wish you a very, very happy Tuesday. Bye-bye.